Hey, Mansour, welcome to Someone
Apologies for
Podcast.
running late. Sorry.
That's okay. Welcome, regardless of your lateness. I know you're a very busy person, which we're going to get into.
Yeah.
Such a pleasure of having you, honestly. So let's start with you. So your name is Mansour. You are
Correct.
a producer, an
Yes.
entertainer,
Yes.
content creator, presenter.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
Did you miss anything? No, the other titles will come later.
Oh, I like that spirit. So can you tell me when did you started this wonderful and amazing journey of yours? When did you start?
I'd say I started seriously probably around the age of 18. Where I was working I went to uni. I went
Mhm.
to Thames Valley, that's what it was called at the time, and I was studying media studies there. And in my first year, I think we were studying stuff like mise en scène, the Great Train
Uh,
Robbery,
I
camera
did that too.
angles, lighting, and then I said to myself, you know what, nah, man, this ain't for me. I need to get straight into the field, which I think maybe because I was just young, I didn't have the patience or the mindset of just, it takes time, it's a process. I said to my mom, you know what, the first thing I need to do is I just need to get something, find some work experience. And she's like, on your break before you go to your second year. If you don't find nothing, then you go into your second year. If you find something, then go for it. And then I was fortunate enough to find work experience at the BBC, which I'd done. And from there, that just fueled the fire. And then I just went on to um, find other gigs. Moved on to OHTV, which was a African entertainment channel, which
Yeah, I remember that
uh,
one. Yeah.
which was really, really good for me. And I worked there as a runner, researcher. And then one day I just spoke to one of the directors, executive directors, and said, look, I can present. And he said, funny enough, there's a 5 minute slot on one of the shows that we need to fill up. So why don't you come up with a concept? And that was my first big, as they say, big break. And I came up with a show called Swagger Check, where I'd go to different events and talk to people about their fashion sense, what they're wearing, and just add a bit of humor, add a bit of the Mansour humor to it. And then from there, as they say, the rest is history, and I never looked back.
Wow. So you dropped out of uni because you felt like that wasn't for you, and you
Nah.
took a risk,
Yeah.
and you actually paid off. I mean, what did your mom say then?
I think obviously being an African mom, it was like, and me being an only child, she definitely wanted that picture with the degree on the wall, be holding it like that. So, she could say, yeah, my son. So, I think the realization of her not wanting that, but I think what compensated for that is when she saw me on TV and she was able to say, yeah, my son's on TV, and people started coming up to say, oh, we saw your son, he's doing a good job, and, moving on. So, yeah, it worked out in the end, as they say.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pleased. And I have to say, a little background story. So I met you through this Ignite program. Is that
That's correct.
Yeah. How did you find out about that program?
So I'd actually met Samantha at a networking kind of conference event kind of thing. And I was just speaking to her, just picking her brain and just asking her about opportunities and how I can push myself more into a mainstream thing and just, trying to build contacts that are, worthwhile. And she kept in contact. I used to pester her a lot on LinkedIn and be like, "Hey, have you heard of any opportunities?" She invited me to an event, and yeah, out of the blue, one day she just messaged me and said, "Hey, would you be up for this?" And automatically, I just said yes because I know how much I needed someone like myself now,
Mm.
where I am now, when I was where I was then. So I just said to myself, yeah, 100%. So I know it's not easy navigating. So it's always good to just help. So definitely that's why I chose the initiative and that's how I found out about it.
Yeah. So what do you think of the program so far? I mean, obviously, as a mentor, is it everything that you wanted, or this thing that they could be better,
I
or do you
think
feel
I think
like
I think it's good. I think it's good. I've got a very strong, driven mentee that's
Mm.
very determined to win. She has a very good head on her shoulders, and doesn't take no for an answer. So even when I'm personally thinking to myself, "Oh God, what's happening?" Sometimes she'll be like, "No, I'm determined." I'll be like, "Okay, cool, I'm determined too." So it's good. It's good. As they always say, iron sharpens iron. And the good thing about these kind of things in the industry working, the kind of people, the kind of person you're a mentee today could become your mentor tomorrow or help you. So,
Yes.
it's always each one teach one. So
Yeah.
we just gotta just yeah. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Honestly, I
Mm.
enjoy it. And sometimes I speak to my mentee and it just reminds me of places where I was as well. So,
Mm.
just one of the biggest things I would say is just you can't give up. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're at that point where you want to give up, or sometimes when you're most down or feel like nothing's happening for me, that's when the break is around the corner. So overall, I like it,
Mm.
and I think yeah, again, it's a great initiative.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that before this program, I never knew you.
Yeah,
Like, I feel bad because I never knew about
yeah,
all these wonderful things I've learned about you.
yeah,
And I'm just gonna put it out there. When I met you, I was in a really dark place, but
yeah,
your motivation, like the way you were positive, even things were so negative, there's no way out.
yeah,
That allowed me to think beyond. And I say, you know
yeah,
what? This is meant to be, this is what's meant to happen. So yeah, honestly, I'm gonna say that helps. So
yeah.
would you do mentoring again? Like if they do this again next year, would you do it? Would you have time to do it?
100%. I think
Wow.
if my work schedule allows, then 100%. Why not? All the time, every
Mm.
time, no matter where I get or what I achieve, then definitely I think it's something that's definitely good. And it's I just hope or pray that in the future, even when I am doing bigger things, it's something that I'd also like to take on a board myself and just have people that are, you know, allowed to come on and, just shadow and be mentored by people as well.
Mm. So can you tell us what's your day like in one day? Because I know you're a very busy person, but just
Yeah.
to give us a little, a little insight into what it's like to be you for one day.
Honestly speaking, I'd say for the past probably few months, no 2 days are the same. But I'm really just trying to push things with my production company. So there's a lot of meetings, there's a speaking to people, networking, just trying to sieve out opportunities and see which way I'm going. And then on top of that, I'm working. So I'm currently working and doing content for Lennox Lewis, and
Mm.
creating content for him, which hopefully we're looking to also do a podcast and other pieces on the side. So no 2 days are the same. So it's just constantly just trying to really just map out
Mm.
exactly what I'm trying to do with the production company and at the same time working. So again, like I said, it's just the only thing that happens for me that's the same every day is waking up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, but yeah, because I remember one day I was telling you, I really wish I could be like you, and you say, "Oh, be careful what you wish for."
Hmm.
Why did you say that?
It's not easy. I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
not. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not easy. So I just say, yeah, it's to be careful what you wish for.
yeah. So take
I'm
your
sure
time, basically.
even for you, when you get more successful and you keep achieving big things, you just be like, I wish I could go back to them days when I was just still trying to find an opening. It's kind of just
Mm,
like the analogy of to say when you were younger, you thought to yourself,
yeah.
I want to grow up, I want to be a big person, I wanted to have the freedom. And then when you get there, you're just like, oh, I wish I could go back to being that person. So yeah, but it's all good though. It's all good. I say,
Yeah, it's
but
amazing.
I'm very thankful.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, everything is because of your hard work, your determination. You went to uni and you're like, you know what? I don't like
Mhm.
what I'm seeing. I want to be active. I want to, so that's amazing. And you work on the pipeline for that, let's say in the next few months, or it's like,
I do have a few things in the pipeline which I can't actually say because of
mm,
just
okay.
dependent on other people as well. But I'm planning on one thing I can share. I'm working on a documentary with one of my good friends. It's going to be looking at the Black Raven scene in
Oh.
central London, how the Black Raven scene got into central London, how it was talking to some of the DJs, promoters, people that used to go rave in central London, visiting some of the venues that are still here and the ones that aren't here, and just really unpacking the story of the Black rave scene within central London and where it's at now.
Ministry of Sound. I used to go there a
Yeah,
lot. I used to live around that area, and I have to
yeah,
say, if you can include that place, oh my
yeah.
days! I mean, So, any DJs that you can give us some hints who you're gonna talk to about this project?
Again, still waiting for a few people to confirm. I don't want to say this person's name or say that, and then they
Okay.
cancel on me, and then someone says, "Hey, I thought he said this person. That person's
Yeah.
going to
Oh
be there."
yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something that's definitely going to happen. We're just a few, as they say, few. things to sort out, and then we should be shooting within the next few weeks.
So, two more questions for you. So, to get those opportunities that you've been having, it's all about networking. Any other tips?
It's all about networking. It's all about creating your own opportunities as well, because no one's really going to come and help you until they see you really helping yourself. And I'd say it's really just about starting. We live in an era where technology is so accessible and, takes away 80% of the heavy lifting. So you just got to start. Even if you think it's terrible, someone might appreciate it. Even if you think it's not worth listening to, there might be someone out there that's like, wow, this is an interesting story. I want to know more. And even if it's not perfect, at least you started and you can always go back and say, this isn't good. I could improve on this and I can improve on that. And you have something to improve on rather than not starting and saying, I'm waiting for this and I'm waiting for that. So I always say, just start with what you have and create your own opportunity. And once people see you helping yourself, they're more entitled to help you.
Nice one. My last question
Yeah.
is, what would your advice be for young people that want to be in like content creator or in the media field? What would be your advice?
For young people right now, I'd say ask yourself why you want to do it. Because we
Yeah.
live in an era now where everything is microwaved and quick, and people think that, they just want to do it because of the clout or it looks good or it's just something nice to do. So your why, ask yourself why, and ask yourself realistically, is this something you'd still want to do in 5 years' time, as opposed to just now because it's a trend or because you see someone coming off a reality TV program or show that you think, yeah, okay, now I want to just jump on that bandwagon. So ask yourself why and do your research into the
Yeah.
genre or the niche that you're going to get into. And last but not least, I'd say be teachable. Be teachable.
Mm.
Don't go into rooms thinking you know it all. Um, and I'd say just going back to what we do, have a mentor.
Yeah, good.
Right?
Yeah.
Have a mentor, someone that can guide you, someone that you can learn from, ask questions to, check in with every month or every weekend, depending on their schedule. And yeah, I
Mm.
think those are the three key things I would say.
Nice one. So, touching quickly on what you say, be teachable. So, despite all your experience and your success, do you think you are still teachable, or you feel like you're the one teaching?
100% I'm still teachable. And it's
Oh,
crazy
okay.
because when I say be teachable, some people think sometimes you have to be teachable to people that are at a higher level than you. Sometimes you can learn from, someone younger than you. You can learn from a baby. So yeah, there's
That's true.
so being teachable is just absorbing what you see happens around you. Even me at my stage, I'm still picking up mentors along the way, people that are teaching me in certain areas, people that are giving me advice on certain things. So, yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna stop. You're never gonna stop learning, and you're never gonna get to a point where you can't be taught something new um, around you. So, yeah, it's
That's a very good advice.
it's an ongoing journey.
That's true. Thank you so, so much, Mansour. I can't wait for a mentoring session. Let me know
Sure.
when, but thank you so much for your time. Is
No,
that
thank you for
what
your time.
what you said is gonna help a lot of people, not just
Uh,
me. So
no, I
thank you
appreciate
again.
it. Thank you.
Bye, Mansour.
Bye bye.